What is up everyone, and welcome to another AFL list video. In today's video I'm going to be listing every AFL team's biggest draft steal during the 2010s era. Obviously a guy like Tom Green, for example, is a steal at pick 10, when he's obviously a top 2 player from the 2019 AFL draft. But today we are going to be focusing on players selected outside of the first round, if possible, unless a team doesn't manage to find a steal outside of the first round. There is also plenty of steals that have been taken in the rookie draft, but I am not going to be including players from the rookie draft in this video, as there is heaps of them, and really the rookie draft shouldn't really exist anyway. Anyway, let's just get into the video. Adelaide, Matt Crouch. Now a lot of people are going to argue JARROD Lyons, who was picked 61 in the 2010 draft, though Adelaide never really benefited from him, as he was never good at the Crows and he was only average at the Suns. Lyons never came good until Brisbane picked him up as a delisted free agent, so the only team that got a steal was Brisbane. So the only really option other than him for the Crows is Matt Crouch. Matt Crouch was selected with the 23rd pick in the 2013 draft and has been a star caliber player for most of his career. However, he has regressed badly in recent years. Crouch was a star caliber player between the years of 2016 and 2020. His best season was in 2017, where he averaged 33 disposals as a midfielder, which is huge numbers, but the reason he never really became a superstar was because he wasn't too effective with most of those disposals. A bit like Tom Mitchell and Lachie Neale, a ball magnet but ineffective. At least he's nowhere near as overrated as those two. Crouch has played 136 games over his 8-year career, but has fallen off badly and has only managed 11 games over the last 2 seasons, not due to injury, but due to not being good enough to be selected. The crazy thing is, he's still only 27, which is a very early age to regress like this. Brisbane, Harris Andrews. Harris Andrews was selected with pick 61 in the 2014 AFL draft. No one really expected him to be anything, but boy did he impress. He is a key defender that is over 200 centimetres and has been able to stop some of the best forwards in the league over the years. His best season was in 2021, when he averaged 15 disposals and 8 marks per game. He has played a total of 160 games so far for his career. Carlton, Charlie Curnow. Alright, now already breaking the rule of avoiding mentioning players from the first round, Carlton really have not drafted a steal during this period, as they have been known to make terrible draft decisions over the years. Charlie Curnow at pick 12 of the 2015 draft is hardly a steal, although trash players including Josh Shackey, Callum Achie, Brandon Francis and Sam Wiedemann were selected above him, so at least Carlton dodged those bullets. To be fair though, Curnow has had a terrible career other than this year when he finally lived up to the hype and won the Coleman medal. He has kicked 143 goals from 84 games. Let's see if he can manage to keep it up, or is he just a flash in the pan. Collingwood, JARROD WITTS. JARROD WITTS was selected with pick 67 of the 2011 AFL draft. To be fair, this wasn't a steal for Collingwood because he was useless at Collingwood. It wasn't until recent years at the Gold Coast Suns he has come good, so really this is a steal for the Suns. He has only played 143 games over his 11-year career, with his best season coming in 2022 when he became a superstar caliber player. It's crazy how big of a jump Witts has taken. He was a spud up until 2017 when he joined the Suns, but became average at the Suns before getting an ACL injury and coming back as a superstar in 2022. Crazy. Essendon, Zach Merrett. Zach Merrett was selected by Essendon with the 26th pick in the 2013 AFL draft. By his 3rd year in the league, he was already a superstar caliber player. He has averaged a total of 27 disposals over his career, with his career best season being in 2021, where he averaged 32 disposals per game. He has played a total of 184 games for his career and has been Essendon's best player for quite some time now. Fremantle, Lachie Neale. Believe it or not, Lachie Neale was selected at pick 58 in the 2011 AFL draft, and usually picks in the 50s and over don't have much of a career and are really just junk time picks. Although Lachie Neale is severely overrated, he has been a superstar caliber player his whole career. It took him a few years to get going, but by 2016 he was a superstar caliber player. His best season was in 2016, where he averaged 34 disposals per game, which led the league that year. Neale was traded to Brisbane during the 2018 off-season, where he helped Brisbane go from being a bottom 4 team to being a top 4 team, just to choke in finals. Neale won the Brownlow medal in 2020, however he certainly did not deserve it. The thing about Neale is that yes, he is very good at getting his hands on the ball and getting clearances, but that's all he can do well. He is consistently turning the ball over and doesn't make much of an impact with the disposals he gets. Almost put Sean Darcy here instead of Neale. At least Sean Darcy isn't overrated. Geelong. Sam Menegola. Sam Menegola was selected with pick 66 in the 2015 AFL draft. Believe it or not, Menegola has actually been selected in the rookie draft twice before he was drafted by Geelong. Not only did Hawthorn have him and delisted him, but so did Fremantle. It took almost 5 years for him to make his debut, although he was out of the league in 2015. He has since become an above average caliber player at Geelong and has played 116 games and kicked 81 goals as a mid forward. He averages 0.7 goals and 22 disposals for his career. Not bad for someone who got dumped by 2 clubs. Gold Coast. TOUK Miller. TOUK Miller was selected pick 28 by the Gold Coast Suns in the 2014 AFL draft. He has been an above average caliber player for most of his career, but over the last 2 years he has become a superstar and is now a top 5 player in the league. His best season was in 2021, where he averaged 32 disposals per game. He also should have won the Brownlow in 2022, but was robbed as Patrick Cripps obviously didn't deserve it. Miller has played 160 career games and has kicked 47 goals. GWS Giants. Jack Steele. Who would have thought that a man named Steele would be an AFL draft steal? Well, GWS selected Jack Steele with pick 24 in the 2014 AFL draft. The problem is, GWS aren't the ones who got the steal, as Jack Steele had a terrible start to his career and was a spud at the Giants. He was traded to St Kilda during the 2016 off-season, where he became an average caliber player and stayed that way until 2020, where he became an above average caliber player. In 2021 though, things changed and he became a superstar and had a career best season. He averaged 29 disposals and 8 tackles in the 2021 season. Jack Steele has played 137 games and has kicked 54 goals so far in his career. Hawthorn. James Sicily. James Sicily was selected with the 56th pick in the 2013 AFL draft. He started his career as a key forward, where he was an average caliber player, but in 2018 he moved into the backline, where he became a superstar caliber player. In 2022 he had his career best season, averaging 24 disposals per game and 9 marks per game, and was the league leader in marks. Sicily has played 115 games and kicked 59 goals so far in his career. Melbourne. Jack Viney. Jack Viney was selected with the 26th pick of the 2012 AFL draft. As soon as Viney debuted, we knew he was going to be a star, although he never became better than a star. He has been able to consistently remain a star caliber player though. He has played 172 games and kicked 48 goals for his career. He has averaged 22 disposals for his career as a midfielder, with his best season coming in 2016, where he averaged 26. He became a premiership player with Melbourne in 2021. North Melbourne. Nick Larkey. North Melbourne selected Nick Larkey with the 73rd pick of the 2016 AFL draft. Being a key forward for a whole team is tough. He has kicked 120 career goals from 71 career games. He has been able to kick some bags in rare North Melbourne wins and has shown he is at worst an above average caliber player, and I do think he can become a star caliber player in the future. Port Adelaide. Sam Powell-Pepper. again, breaking the rule and going with a first round pick. The problem is Port have drafted horribly after the first round during this period. Sam Powell-Pepper was selected with pick 18 in the 2016 AFL draft. He has played 114 career games and kicked 72 goals as a mid-forward. He had a really good first season before he dropped off, mainly due to being a thug. He did bounce back though in 2022, having a career best season. He is an above average player and has averaged 17 disposals and 0.6 goals for his career. To be fair, he wasn't really a steal. This is the best I could find when it comes to Port Adelaide. Richmond, SHAI Bolton. There was a goldmine of choices when it came to Richmond, but one that stood out was SHAI Bolton, who was selected with pick 29 in the 2016 AFL draft. It took him a few years to get going at AFL level, but before he was drafted, it was clear he was going to become a superstar, and I could tell Richmond got him as a steal, especially considering this pick was compensation for getting rid of the spud Ty Vickery. Lol. He didn't do much in 2017 and 2018, but in 2019 he was able to make the best 22 and played in a premiership, but it wasn't until 2020 when he really started to live up to the hype. He has improved every year since, and is now a superstar caliber player, and is on track to becoming one of the best players in the league, as he is only 23. He averaged 18 disposals and 2 goals a game last year as a mid-forward. He has played 89 career games and has kicked 98 goals so far, which is very impressive. St Kilda, JADE Gresham. Alright, another late first rounder, but St Kilda have drafted horribly, which is why they have had no success in the last 60 years. JADE Gresham was selected with pick 18 in the 2015 AFL draft. He has been an above average caliber player for most of his career. It looked like he was going to become a star, but he has dropped off a bit. He has either been a small forward or a mid forward during his career. His best season was in 2019, where he averaged 23 disposals and 0.8 goals per game. He has kicked 108 goals from his 102 career games. Sydney, Luke Parker. Luke Parker was selected with the 40th pick in the 2010 AFL draft. He has been a star caliber player for most of his career, averaging 24 disposals and 0.7 goals per game for his career. He has played a total of 260 games and has kicked 190 goals, which is very good for someone who has played mostly midfield throughout his career. His best season was in 2021, where he averaged 28 disposals per game. West Coast, Jack Darling. Jack Darling was selected with the 26th pick in the 2010 AFL draft. He has been an above average caliber player for most of his career, despite being known for dropping easy marks in grand finals. He has played 257 games for his career and has kicked 484 career goals. He is a key forward, and his best season was in 2019, where he kicked 59 goals. Western Bulldogs, Josh Dunkley. Josh Dunkley was selected with the 25th pick of the 2015 AFL draft. Really, he shouldn't be playing for the Bulldogs, because they were gifted him due to the bullshit father-son rule. He had a bad start to his career, but quickly became a superstar caliber player by 2019. He has played a total of 116 games and has kicked 65 goals and has played in pretty much every position you can think of. His best season was in 2019, where he averaged 28 disposals per game. That is it for this video. For as many busts we see selected early in the first round, teams can also select some diamonds in the rough later on. But I guess that's all we really need to discuss for this video. Tell me in the comments section if there's any more suggestions on what sort of list videos I should do. Probably going to redraft some past drafts in the next video. Maybe I'll do a few past drafts. Who knows? I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Please be sure to click the thumbs up button and leave a like on this video. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel for more epic content like this. I also have an Instagram account. It is called StoodyYT. So if you'd like to go ahead and follow that, link to that will be in the description. I also have Twitter, which is also called StoodyYT. Link to my Twitter is also in the description. I also have a Discord server. It is called Australian Sports Community, so if you'd like to go ahead and join my server, link to that is also in the description. I hope you all have had a good day, and I'll see you all in the next video.